Have you ever wondered about the very first story, the one that started it all? Let's journey back to the beginning of beginnings, to a garden paradise and the tale of the first two people, Adam and Eve. This isn't just an ancient story. It's a foundational narrative that has shaped cultures, art, and beliefs for millennia. According to the book of Genesis, after crafting the heavens and the earth, God formed the first man, Adam, from the dust of the ground and breathed life into him. Imagine that, a being created directly by the hand of the divine. God then planted a breathtaking garden in a place called Eden. This wasn't just any garden. It was a perfect world, lush with every beautiful tree and fruit-bearing plant you can imagine. In the center of this paradise stood two special trees, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God gave Adam a simple yet profound instruction. You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will certainly die. This was the one rule in a world of complete freedom. God then brought all the animals to Adam, and he gave each of them a name. It must have been an incredible sight seeing lions, eagles, and dolphins for the very first time. But amidst all this wonder, the Bible tells us, for Adam, no suitable helper was found. He was alone. So, God performed the first ever surgery. He caused a deep sleep to fall over Adam, took one of his ribs, and from it fashioned the first woman, Eve. When Adam awoke and saw her, his words were poetic. This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. They were two parts of a whole, designed for companionship and partnership. Completely innocent and unashamed in their perfect world, they lived in harmony with God and with nature. They would walk with God in the garden in the cool of the day. Can you even fathom that? A direct, personal relationship with the Creator, strolling through paradise together. Life was perfect, without worry, fear, or pain. It was a state of pure grace and connection. But then, a new character entered the scene. The serpent, described as the most cunning of all the wild animals, approached Eve. He didn't use force, he used doubt. He planted a seed of suspicion with a simple question. Did God really say, "You must not eat from any tree in the garden"? Eve corrected him, clarifying that they could eat from the trees, just not the one in the middle of the garden, lest they die. But the serpent was clever. He twisted the truth, saying, "You will not certainly die. For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." This was the ultimate temptation, the desire for forbidden knowledge, the lure of becoming like God himself. Eve looked at the fruit. It was beautiful, it looked delicious, and most of all, it promised wisdom. The doubt planted by the serpent had sprouted into desire. She took a bite, and then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. In that moment, everything changed. Their eyes were opened, but not in the way they expected. For the first time, they felt shame. They realized they were naked and scrambled to cover themselves with fig leaves. The innocence was gone, replaced by fear and guilt. When they heard the sound of God walking in the garden, they hid. The intimate relationship they once cherished was now a source of dread. God called out, "Where are you?" He knew where they were, of course, but he was giving them a chance to confess. Adam's response reveals the brokenness that had just entered the world. He blamed Eve. "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." When God turned to Eve, she, in turn, blamed the serpent. "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Instead of taking responsibility, they pointed fingers. The perfect unity between them was fractured. The consequences were severe and far-reaching. The serpent was cursed to crawl on its belly. Eve was told she would have increased pain in childbirth and that her desire would be for her husband, and he would rule over her, introducing conflict into the relationship. Adam was told that the ground was now cursed because of him. He would have to work hard, through painful toil and sweat, to get food from it. And finally, the ultimate consequence: mortality. God reminded him, "For dust you are, and to dust you will return." Their perfect life in Eden was over. God made garments of skin for them, a symbol of the first sacrifice made to cover their new reality. And then he banished them from the Garden of Eden. He placed mighty angelic beings, cherubim, and a flaming sword to guard the way to the tree of life, ensuring humanity could not live forever in its fallen state. Outside the garden, Adam and Eve began a new, harder life. They had children, starting with Cain and Abel, and their story continued, now marked by struggle, pain, and the complex realities of knowing both good and evil. The story of Adam and Eve isn't just about a piece of fruit. It's a profound exploration of innocence, temptation, choice, and consequences. It sets the stage for the rest of the biblical narrative, introducing themes of sin, judgment, and the promise of redemption that echoes throughout the Old and New Testaments. It's a story that asks us to reflect on our own choices, our relationship with our Creator, and the universal human experience of longing for a paradise lost. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back to the very beginning. If you found this story as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more deep dives into the stories that have shaped our world. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious